Alright, so today's lesson was all about map features and what a map needs for you to be able to read it. A good way to remember it is through totals: title, orientation, date, author, legend, scale, and source. So a title, first thing you should look at, it will instantly tell you what the map is about. So you could try to figure out what's going on, but if you look at the title, you're going to immediately know how to interpret the information in front of you. Orientation is a fancier word for compass, or where you are. So we see the compass down here: never eat soggy waffles, north, east, south, and west. This is really helpful for when you actually use your maps. So if you're driving and trying to find a way to a friend's house when you're older and you're in a car and you have to take the different highways in Minnesota, they're all named by their orientation. So what direction you're heading in, all of that is going to be super important. Date. This tells you when the map was made. Maps display a lot of information, and as you know, information can change over time. So if you're looking at a map that was made when your parents or your teachers went to school, some countries might literally have different names. They might have different borders. So look at your date. It's going to let you know when this map was made and how up to date your information is going to be. Author. This is important because it tells you who made the map. Not only does that matter because you want to give credit to the author, it also matters because in social studies you are going to be evaluating a lot of different sources. People can interpret things different and people can have different agendas of their own. So if you look at the author or who made the map, you might get a little bit of an idea as to why some things might be a little different, or if you should trust this map. After that is a legend. This might be the most important one yet. It helps you understand information displayed on the map. So essentially, the legend breaks down the map's language. If you did not have the legend, you can guess what the different shades of colors mean. You could guess what the different symbols are on maps that use those, but having the legend lets you know exactly what you're looking at and how to interpret what is in front of you. Next, we have the scale. This one's kind of harder to explain, but very, very important. It basically lets you know how large of an area you're looking at. If you were looking at a map of an area you have never seen before, you have no idea how big or small of an area you were looking at. If you look at the scale, okay, I know that this measurement is this many kilometers or miles, so from here to here is that many thousands of miles. It helps you understand how large the area you're looking at is, the space between them, and is really helpful for when you're comparing areas as well. Lastly, we have the source, which is very similar to author. I wouldn't give it too much worry. Basically, if you don't have an author but you have a source, so in this case, this came from maps.com, super cool site, as I'm sure you can assume. But once again, it gets into who made this map, how valuable of a source is it, should I trust it? So once again, these were your totals, and they help you understand maps.